Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This is the reading for Aquarius Sun, Moon and Rising, January 2021. And Aquarius, I already got your cards in the pre-shuffle here, so we can jump straight on. And first, I will start your reading with the card that represents you, that represents your energy in this cycle. Wow. So you are showing up as the star. You are showing up as yourself here. So this is a very strong opening to your reading because you are completely in your element, which makes a lot of sense because Saturn and Jupiter just came into your sign, right? In the middle of December, 21st of December. So there's a lot of focus in your own energy, in your own identity. But also with you showing up as the star here, I think that you are coming from a moment in which you just need to focus on yourself and heal yourself from whatever has happened. Because we had a lot of activities going on in your 12th house. And the 12th house is the house of the unconscious. So that's where all the things are hidden from us. And things in ourselves. Not that other people are hiding, but that we are hiding from ourselves. So whenever we have, for instance, planets in our birth chart, in our 12th house, it's harder to recognize those planets, to express those planets, and to see those as well. So all of these, whatever is lingering, whatever is hiding in your subconscious, has been brought up to the surface for the last 1.5 years, 2 years, with all these conjunctions going on in there. So I see you stepping into this moment of healing, because the star card comes right after the tower. And I talk about it in the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. I'm gonna link it up here so you can follow it if you didn't watch it. So the star card comes after the tower, after the situation is broken down, after we are stripped of our belongings. We have to start that period of healing, of getting in touch with ourselves as well again, being in touch with our own inner star. So I think that this is perfect for this moment, for January 2021. After all this is happening, this is the perfect card for you. And then we have your environment. So how are you connecting with your environment? What are the energies around you that you may or may not be aware of? And we have the Ace of Earth. So I think that after the tower, we are rewarded for our efforts. So the Ace of Earth here is a new opportunity, is something new, is a new beginning. Usually I see the Ace of Earth here as something of value being offered to you, as like a new job or a new opportunity. But here I don't really see the Ace of Earth like something tangible coming to you. Actually, I just see this as this is the start of a new phase. It's almost as if you have completed a series of tasks, a series of tests from the universe, and now you are being greeted by this divine animal here. He's waiting to greet you with a new era, a new start in your life, something new coming in here. Although for some of you, this something new could indeed be something tangible. I don't see this as only like that here. I see as more of this new start, new beginning. But for some of you, yeah, indeed, it could be a new house that you're buying, or a new car, or a new job that you're getting. It can also be something like that. So there is this energy of the universe retributing you in some way, shape, or form for going through that tower moment. And something else that I see here for you, I don't know why, but I almost get a sense of hermit with this star. I don't see Aquarius being very sociable right now. We are going to see this in the other tarot cards, and maybe I'm completely wrong, but I almost feel that you are more comfortable by yourself at this moment. Okay, so the King of Wands, another lonely card. I just mentioned him. So the Hermit in the reverse here. And the Death card. Yeah, indeed, a lot of transformation going on, a lot of subconscious matters coming to the surface, and you healing from them. Four of Swords in the reverse. Okay. the Chariot, the Empress in the reverse, the Judgment, wow. Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the High Priestess. Wow, that's such a strong reading for you here. So indeed, with the King of Wands, look how in every single card, we don't have many people going on. So you are alone here, alone, 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 alone. And also in these two cards. So I feel this path that you have been going through, this transformation time, that just made you very withdrawn, which makes sense because this is a transformation time and we can only transformate ourselves by ourselves. We need to dig in, right? We need to go deep in order to see that. So with the King of Wands here, I see a very simple message with the King of Wands. I think this is just a confirmation for me that you have been standing still in your own power, standing by yourself, trying to do things by yourself, being self-sufficient, not wanting to depend on other people, finding your own place alone. And with the Hermit in the reverse, I think that for me ties with that star card that I said, right? Of you going on alone. And I think you have been going on alone for a long time. But also with the Hermit in the reverse here, I think that you are starting to feel ready to move out of it. You're starting to feel ready to connect with other people again. Because this was a big journey to your own subconscious mind in the 12th house in there. So things were brought to the surface that you definitely had to face. And you had to do that by yourself. You had to go inside your own mind, your own soul, and understand what was hidden in there. Also with the Death card here. And maybe this was even a person, this death, who helped you go through this transformation. Because, yeah, you know what I see? How I see this? I see this death. Look at how it's the last card here in the row. And it's almost as if it's leaving your spread. So it's almost as if this death, and this could have been a person who helped you through this process or who was a catalyst for this process, or maybe the death was just general situations going on in your life. But how I see this is almost as if the death came, caused the transformation, and now it's like my job here is done, so it's leaving. So whatever happened here is leaving your life for this time being, so that you can focus on your healing with the star, right? So it's like the impact has been made. The catalyst has started that process, and now it's not needed anymore. So now it leaves your life. Now it leaves the situation. That's very interesting. And here, with the Four of Swords in the reverse, for me, again, it connects with that Hermit in the reverse. You're leaving this space of contemplation of your own self, of your own nature, and you're ready to step out of it. Although I also have another message here for some of you, and this could pertain to you, or this could also be, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, this could also be to an Aquarius person that you're dealing with. I do like to believe that the people who are here on YouTube watching these zodiac readings, they are willing to put the work in themselves, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't be here reading it. But I think that for some of you, or for Aquarius people that you're dealing with, it could also be a different message, because with this King of Wands, it could be someone who is so self-assured. Because, yeah, this is also what comes to me. This King of Wands has his back turned to the reading. So I think that maybe for some of you or some people that you're dealing with, it's almost as if this King of Wands is it's sitting so strong in his ego and his own self-image that he is denying the process of contemplation, you know, because then we have this here. So I think that for some of you, it could be that. As I said, I want to believe that this is someone you might be dealing with, but if this is you, if you have been trying to avoid this contemplation of your inner workings and what needs to be changed, then you need to start working on this. Then you need to go through the Hermit and the Four of Swords process so that you can come out of it. But again, I think that most of you have gone through it and are coming out of it again right now. Because with the chariot in the reverse, with the chariot in the middle of your reading, is not in the reverse, it's upright. So with the chariot here, I see that you're ready to move forward. So most of you, after going through this time of internalization, you're ready to move forward. You're ready to focus on your goals. Which makes a lot of sense with the star card, because the star is also the ruler, Aquarius is also the ruler of the 11th house. And the 11th house is the house of our goals, our dreams, of everything that lies ahead, how we want to build our future. So with the chariot here, I see you focusing on that. Okay, I have been going through this transformation. I've learned a lot about myself. And I see things that I need to change. I see transformations that need to happen. And I have been going through that. I'm healing from it now, letting this transformation sink in. But now I need to start focusing on what I want. I need to start focusing on my dreams, on my future. And I also see that with the Empress here in the reverse. I actually don't see this Empress in the reverse here as something bad at all. How I see this is that the Empress is a very receptive, passive energy. The Empress doesn't go after things like the Emperor does. She sits and she waits for it to come. She's a receptive. She's very yin. So with it in the reverse here, I see you, and especially right next to the chariot, then I see you taking on the job of the achiever, of the go after. You don't want to wait for things to come. You want to go after them. And that is seen in many places here in the reading, right? In the Hermit in the reverse, in the Four of Swords in the reverse. You're tired of sitting still. Now you're tired of waiting for things to happen. You want to make them happen. And we have the Judgment here at the bottom, and I love the Judgment because the Judgment is fair. This is the Judgment Day. This is the combination and the payoff of all the lessons you have been learning. So, going back to that King of Wands with the Four of Swords that I said here, if you have put in the work, if you have accepted the lessons that Pluto has been testing you on in your 12th house, and you have been working on that, then you have nothing to fear, because the Judgment will reward you for your efforts, will reward you for having learned those lessons, for going within. Now, if you are one of those who have been too connected with your ego and refusing to go inwards, then you will also not escape this Judgment Day, because the Judgment doesn't forgive. This is one of the last cards in the Fool's Journey, right before the world, right before the cycle comes to an end and a new cycle begins. So this is non-negotiable, unforgivable. So make sure that you have put in the effort, that you haven't connected so strongly with your ego, that you haven't closed your eyes to the lessons and to the changes that you need to make, because the Judgment card is here and Pluto will still be in Capricorn for 3 more years, a bit more than that. So there is still time for you to go through a whole cycle again until you learn. But if you have put in the work, rest assured that you are getting the rewards from that here. And that's why I love the Judgment card, because this is a card of fairness. And I'm getting a very interesting message here with this Knight of Cups in the reverse, especially because he's right next to the High Priestess. It's like, especially with the Knight of Cups right under the Chariot, it's like the Chariot wants to focus on real things, on real results. And I almost see as the Knight of Cups here being the illusions, being the things, like it's the knight in a shiny armor. But I feel like this is just shiny, you know, it's something that looks pretty on the outside but doesn't have the substance. And you're not interested in that anymore because it's in the reverse. So it's almost as if you're not interested in the pretty illusions anymore. You want something that is real. With the Chariot. And then right next to the High Priestess, you're very connected with your intuition right now. You want the truth. The High Priestess doesn't take pretty illusions. She has no patience for pretty illusions. She wants something that is real. She wants the truth. She wants to see what is behind the veil. And she guards that veil. And only those who are true in spirit are allowed to see beyond that. You need to prove yourself to see the secrets, the mysteries of the universe. She will test you. And I see you very connected with this energy here. So you're not falling for the shiny armor anymore. You want substance. You want something that is real, that is tangible, right? With that Ace of Earth, it's a Pentacles card. You want something real. You want substance. Okay, so let's take a look at your animal spirit card, which is either a card, an energy that you're embodying right now, or an energy around you, something that you should be aware of. So we'll take a look into that. And we got the Swan. And I wanted to take a look at this card and see how we see a swan here, but it's reflected. And what have I been saying about this 12th house activity of you seeing the hidden parts of yourself? And how I see here is almost as if you are attracting mirrors. You are attracting people into your life who serve as mirrors to reflect that 12th house activity back at you. So it's like you couldn't see that by yourself. So you needed someone who would rub those weaknesses in your face, who would reflect them back to you so that you can work on them. You needed someone to show you the ugly sides of you. Because what's in the 12th house is very hard for us to access ourselves. It's very hard. So we need a catalyst, right? Like that Death card. So this could have been a person, or this could have been a situation, a struggle. You know, maybe this wasn't necessarily someone, but maybe a situation that you went through that caused you to face the hidden parts of yourself. It just brought them all to the surface. So this is a catalyst. So there was this catalyst going on here. Someone or something mirroring back to you so that you could see and work on that. But in order to work on that, we need to be humble. We need to be willing to accept those parts of you. Because if we deny it, if we turn our backs to it and deny seeing it, right? Deny going in, we cannot change it. We can only change something that we acknowledge. Okay, so we are gonna get some extra cards for you now, because I want to take a look, either clarify or just get some more information at each row here. So we are gonna see what else your guides have for you. And we got the Ace of Bowls, which is the Ace of Wands here. And it says Spark of Life. So again, we have so many cards of new beginnings, so many cards of being tired of being in this contemplative mode and just grabbing onto it, going after it, starting it over. So there is a lot of, it's a lot of Mars energy here. Like it's full of Mars energy for me, even though it's not Mars, they aren't Mars cards, but I just feel that Mars in Aries. And it's funny because Mars is now leaving Aries and entering in Taurus. It's almost as if Mars is giving you one less push before it leaves Aries, you know, one less push of energy. Okay, and we got the Ace of Stone again. So the Ace of Stone is the Ace of Pentacles that you already got here in your environment. And we got it here again. And it says the foundation of life. So really building these strong foundations, whatever you're starting now, you want it to be concrete. And actually, I just said that with the Knight of Cups in the reverse, right? That you don't want the illusion anymore. You want something that is concrete, something that is real. So the foundation of life, you want something that has substance, that has a foundation. And I see this starting because we have that in your environment. So it's not only something that you are wishing for, it's something that is starting to show up. The Three of Vessels, joy, which is the Three of Cups in the regular tarot. And another zodiac got this card as well, and something that I always notice in this deck, particularly, actually both these and I think also the Wildwood Tarot, they give me the same impression. Is it the Three of... No, I'm lying. Okay, sorry. Never mind. But in this deck, something that it always calls my attention is the fact that the three vessels are different. Oh, okay, this is interesting. I'm actually getting a different message here. So, if you can see it from there, we have a glass cup here. And then we have another green cup here that is made of another substance that I don't know. And we have one here in the front made of gold. So it's like we have the glass one, which is very fragile. And we have this other one, which I don't know what it's made of, but it's just that it seems to have this one in the front. This seems to be such a much better cup. It's like a golden cup. It's stable, it's reliable, it's strong. So, and it's coming here in the same row as the Knight of Cups. So again, it connects me with this energy of I want something that is real. I want something that is tangible. I don't want this glass cup that might break at any moment. I want something that has a foundation to it. That will bring me joy. Which makes a lot of sense because Mars is entering Taurus now. And Mars in Taurus is an energy of sustained effort. It moves slowly, but it builds things that are concrete. Because Taurus is a very stable zodiac. So you want something that is concrete, something that is tangible, something that is real. Glass cups won't make it for you because you know that they won't resist time. So let's get some oracle cards for you. And I'm gonna get one of these. This is the Angels and Ancestors deck. Okay. Wise one. And it says, grow within your current situation. But what calls my attention here is both the picture and the name, the Wise One. And you have been gaining all this wisdom because the 12th house is the house that holds all the wisdom. And you've been going through that. And also with this owl on her shoulder. An owl is an image, is a symbol of seeing beyond, seeing in the dark, seeing what's real, right? Of wisdom. And we have that also here with the High Priestess. So I see you stepping in this place of so much wisdom. And this wisdom doesn't come from the outside, it comes from within you, comes from having gone within you with the Hermit, with the Four of Swords. Learning about your own subconscious. When you learn about yourself, you can see the outside with much more clarity. Let's get this one. A change in the wind. So this is really good because it's about time, right? After all this work, you're ready for this change. You're ready for this new beginning. You're ready for something new. So a change in the wind here gives this confirmation that the situation is changing. There is movement coming in. You're moving forward. So this is all I have for you, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed, and if you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe below. I do work with private consultations, both tarot readings and also astrological charts. I have my website linked at the description box, so you can check it out in there. So I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.